Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's videos on short game. Today we're going to be wrapping it up with part 3, which is going to be about pitch shots. I hope you guys enjoyed the first video on misconceptions that you've been taught that might be causing you some frustration out on the golf course. Video 2 on chipping techniques, but today is all going to be about pitch shots and getting you on the green more often. My name is Joaquin Herbozo and this is Swing Solutions. Guys, before we talk about the 5 steps to becoming more consistent with our pitch shots, I want to thank all of you for allowing me to spend all week with you teaching you about your short game. If you haven't done so already, make sure you hit the subscribe button and support the page. And if you like today's content, make sure you hit the like button. You know, consistent pitch shots are tricky. You know, we're 20, 30, 40 yards away from the green, and we need to get this golf ball on the green so we don't add a shot or add a chip to the scorecard. You know, the first step that I like to take is in my setup, making sure that I line up 3 things: the golf ball to my grip and the grip to my sternum or the center of my chest. Okay? When I have those 3 things lined up, I'm very confident that the club is going to be bottoming out in the same spot every single time. Now, as far as width of your stance is concerned, I like a stance that is inside shoulder width apart, but I've seen students who have a lot of success even though they're shoulder width apart. So it's really up to you whether you like shoulder width apart or a little bit narrow of a stance. And if you have these 3 things lined up, you're not going to have to worry too much if which one is correct and which one is not, because the club is still going to bottom out in the same spot. The shot looks like this. So step number 2 is creating the correct circle. As we all know, we can go into the golf ball in 2 ways. One at a very steep angle and one at a flatter angle, right? If we create a very steep angle of approach, or what I call a V-shaped swing into the shot, which I see with a lot of students, there's a great chance that we're going to be chunking the golf ball and the ball's not going to get all the way to our target, the green. We want to make sure that instead of creating a lot of movement in the beginning with the hands, we want to make sure that we're using a lot of the arms to bring the club back and a lot of the arms going through. We don't want to take the club back with just our wrist and then come through with just the wrist, because the chances are we're going to be chunking a lot. The leading edge is going to be digging into the ground too much. If I use more of the arms, bring the arms back and through, I'm utilizing what we've talked about in previous videos, the bounce of the club, and the club is going to be able to bounce off the turf. It looks like this. You're in your setup, we're going to create movement with the arms back and through, and because we're set up correctly, the club's going to bottom out at the right spot. Step number 3 is body pivot. We want to make sure we have good pivot to help the radius in the swing, ultimately enhancing the ball striking ability at the moment of impact. When there's no pivot in the swing, the arms are working independently from the body, causing the club to get very close, and we're getting very steep into the golf ball, causing a lot of chunk shots or the inability to catch it cleanly. We want to make sure that when we're swinging the club more in that U-shaped swing where we're using the arms back and through, that we're experiencing rotation back and through, ultimately finishing the swing facing the target. Looks like this. Step number 4 is to add extension. If you guys are experiencing a lot of chunk shots when you're trying to hit your 20, 30, 40 yard pitch shots, it's because you're not extending out towards your target enough. You're stopping right after impact and you're getting somewhere over here. We want to make sure that after impact, the club is traveling from the golf ball up and away, and we're facing our target when we're hitting this shot. Adding that extension is going to be able to get that golf ball all the way to the green. It looks like this. We're in our setup, and then we want to get all the way to facing the target. And finally, step number 5 is the easiest out of all of them. Just get the golf ball on the green. It doesn't matter where on the green you get it, just that the next shot that you hit is going to be used with a putter and not with another wedge to hit a chip shot. When we hit pitch shots and we experience chunk shots and we don't quite make it to the green, we're wasting a shot by now having the chip. If we can just start working on these techniques and get the ball on the green, doesn't necessarily have to be within 5 feet or nestled up real close for an easy tap in. We just have to focus on the entire green as a whole and just getting that golf ball on the green, because the most important part is after a pitch shot, you have to be putting. Guys, thank you so much for allowing me to spend the whole week with you talking about short game. I hope you guys enjoyed everything that we've talked about, and I hope you got something out of these videos that'll help you with your short game on the golf course. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button for me. And if you like today's content, make sure you like it. And if you have any comments, or if you would like me to shoot a video that you haven't seen yet, please leave the comments below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time.